My life wasn't perfect, yeah, I know that now. When it came crashing down, all I know is that I need you around. When it comes crashing down, all I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby, you can give me everything I want. Everything I want. Always dance and sing. You're captivating me. All I need is to know that I'm in your heart and never be apart. All I need is not to feel so much alone. So step inside my zone, baby. I can give you everything you want. Everything you want.
climbing up 4 walls in my apartment. I can't spend another second with my brain. Gotta get up and get out, but there's a problem. Every time I go outside, I see your face. Wish you could be here right now, lay here by my side, all day, all day, all day. Tell me it's gonna be alright, we gon' work it out. No way, no way, no way. The floor is cold, it chills my bones. I'm all alone, still missing you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone, still missing you. I'm still missing you. Where you at? Where'd you go, babe? Can't you see that I need company? I'm losing it, losing my way. Only get through when it's you plus me. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Honestly, can't you just call me? Where you at? Where'd you we go, babe. Let me fix my mistakes. Wish you could be here right now. Lay here by my side. All day, all day, all day. Tell me it's gonna be alright. We gon' work it out. No way, no way, no way, yeah. The floor is cold. It chills my bones. I'm all alone. Still missing you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone. Still missing you. Yeah. Oh. I'm still missing you. Still missing you. The floor is cold. It chills my bones. I'm all alone. Still missing you. It's been a month since you've been gone. I'm all alone. Still missing you.
Lately I've been feeling like somebody else. Heard you're moving on with someone new. My friends keep telling me that it was for the best, but I don't know if I will make it through. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. Falling asleep at night, thinking about you and me. Why did you have to be so cruel? I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you. I just wanna hold you. Girl, I know we said some things we didn't mean, but thought that we could figure this one out. Hate the fact that our love now is separate, but maybe someday you will realize. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. Falling asleep at night, thinking about you and me. Why did you have to be so cruel? I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you. I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you. I just wanna hold you. Cause every morning I wish you were here with me, watching the sunlight fill my room. I guess I should have known it from the start, but baby, I was so caught up in you, picking up the pieces of my heart. Oh baby, let me hold you. I just wanna hold you. I guess I should have known it from the start.
away, take it away. Feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do? I just can't get enough. Too caught up in your love. I've been trying to forget, but you won't let me. Something in my brain wants you. I've been hanging by myself, asking for help, but nothing seems to work on you. Yeah, you always make me feel like home. Yeah, you never leave my thoughts alone. Yeah, you're the reason I'm going out my mind. I just can't stop thinking about you. All that I crave when you're away, nights are sleepless. Do we need space? Yeah, maybe a break. Boy, you're my weakness. Give and we take, the love that we make, it's my favorite drug. I've been working overtime like crazy, just to show you how I really feel. Haven't had a single day off.
What up, Vincent?
Just to show you that my love is real. Do you even care when I stay? Oh, baby. Can you even tell I'm under your spell? Oh, baby.
What up, Lord Love Smith?
I just wanna take another look at you, so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me? Oh, I hope that someday you will notice every little thing I do for you. Like the time I went to buy you flowers, 'cause you said your favorite one is blue. Do you even care when I stay? Oh, baby. Can you even tell I'm under your spell? Oh, baby. I just wanna take another look at you, so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me?
Oh, yeah.
I just wanna take another look at you, so our eyes can finally meet. I just wanna take another look at you. Maybe that's when you will see that I'm falling hopelessly in love with you, 'cause you're making me complete. I just wanna take another look at you. Will you let me?
What's poppin', y'all? Welcome to another episode of High Value Shan, where not only Shan a high value man, so is the content. We are going to get into it tonight. Happy Memorial Day. Shout out to all the veterans out there, but today is not Veterans Day.
I want to make sure that we understand the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day, where we memorialize. Veterans Day is for the soldiers that served in the military. That's coming up later this year. Veterans Day is to memorialize the fallen soldiers who died in the line of duty. Today is for our fallen soldiers who have died in the line of duty. So I know a lot of people may think that they need to go tell a veteran or somebody who served in the military, Happy Memorial's Day. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Now, of course, soldiers will accept the accolades out of respect, but it's not necessary for you to tell somebody who served in the military Happy Memorial's Day. It's because Memorial's Day is for us to think about our fallen soldiers, and that's what today is all about. So I hope you guys are enjoying your day off. I hope everybody is relaxing, or maybe you guys went out to a small event, day party. Maybe you're going out tonight. I'm thinking about going out this evening. Maybe you're celebrating. Maybe you know some soldiers who fell in the line of duty, combat, maybe. Maybe you just at home relaxing. Whatever it is, I hope you're enjoying your day, resting. Hope you had a good weekend. Appreciate you guys being here with your boy Shan. And we are. Hold on a second. It's my nephew. My nephew be in the back barbecuing it up, boy, whipping it up. Today he cooked some food in the in the backyard. Oh, and I'm on a diet. He just came to the front door. He just came to the front door with a plate of barbecue, y'all. Came to the door with a plate of barbecue. Looked like it was, I don't know. I know I saw some potato salad. I know I saw a steak, and I'm on a diet. Damn. But I texted him and told him that I was live. See, I send out a message. My system does it automatically. It sends out a message to let everybody know when I'm live, don't bother me. He knocked on the door. So I know that his intentions were good. I love my nephew, but he didn't check his text messages. And he has an Apple Watch and he has an iPhone. He has everything that he needs to get them messages, but he didn't see it. It's all good. I'm like, damn, that food looks so good. I feel like stopping the show and going back there and getting that plate. I looked at it. I was like, oh, I can't do it. I had to close the door on him because I'm on a diet, y'all. Today I was doing a liquid diet. I'm doing a liquid diet. I woke up this morning. I was 224 pounds even. And I wanted to be 222 this weekend. So I missed my weight by 2 pounds. But I ate some bullshit on Friday and I haven't pooped. So I know a lot of it is waste. Nevertheless, I still didn't step on the scale at 222. So I missed my mark. And so today I'm punishing myself to a degree to make sure that I am not consuming solid foods. And he came to the door with a plate of barbecue that looked good. And it smells good. I still smell it right now. That's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. He said, eat some of that barbecue and be happy. No, man. No, I can't. I might do it, though. I don't know. I don't know, Lord Left Smith. Listen, gentlemen, tonight, talking to the fellas. I'm talking to the fellas tonight. Only date conservative women who divest from the sisterhood. You know, this last election, there was a lot of turmoil, been a lot of problems. There's a I don't know if it's a study, but there certainly was a survey and a report that came out recently in the last few weeks that is saying that men and women are in the dating spaces are being divided more and more by their political beliefs because a lot of people are getting involved in politics more than ever before. And young men are becoming more and more conservative while young women are becoming more and more liberal. Now, there are some young men that are liberal, and there are some young women that are conservative. It's a little crossover there, but by and large, young men are becoming more and more conservative. I grew up as a Democrat. I grew up liberal because that's what I was told. And I realized not until maybe in my mid-30s that a lot of stuff was bullshit. I started doing my own research, started reading a lot, started learning, and I realized, wait a minute, some of this stuff is not making sense. This isn't good for me. This isn't good for the economy. This isn't good for the culture. Why are we voting this way? And when you start investigating, and I'm a rebel by nature, so I'm not the kind of guy that follows the crowd. I have no problem being the black sheep. When growing up in my neighborhood, I was the guy that didn't smoke weed. I didn't drink while all the homies drank and smoked. I was always the one that I didn't roll with the crowd. I either set the trend or I created my own. So I have no problem going against the grain. My family is by and large liberal. Most of the members of my family, uncles, aunts, cousins, by and large, they are liberal Democrats. And so now what's happening now is in the dating and mating spaces, there's a lot of tension between men and women because guys are starting to become more conservative and ladies are becoming more liberal. And they're not getting along. In fact, there's a lot of people that are divorcing. Imagine that. Can you imagine getting into a relationship with somebody? Can you imagine getting into a relationship with somebody and you guys don't discuss your policies and beliefs on politics? You get married, you fall in love, you love each other from pretty much everything. And then you realize that she doesn't believe what you believe politically. Or one of you guys change your mind and the other one stands firm. And so now it almost feels like you're sleeping with the enemy, right? There's a lot of women, women have been telling other women to divorce their husbands if he doesn't vote Democrat. Because they don't want to be with a man that doesn't vote to protect women, to protect her interests. Women's rights are at stake, even though women haven't lost one single right. I mean, it's a lot of talk, and this gets back to the leadership, the freedom, the liberation that a lot of people have, and the difference between speaking on emotion, voting your heart, voting on emotion as opposed to voting logically. And using reason. We're just two different planets, man. It is what it is. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. And over on Mars, there's a lot of calculators. There's a lot of calculators over on Mars. On Venus, statistics and data don't really matter much. It's all about feeling over there. And so, I'm going to be honest with you. Being a man today who's single and you're looking out there and you're trying to date and you're trying to meet new people, you're trying to get to know somebody, one of the first questions that you need to really ask if you want some longevity in that relationship, if you're looking for somebody to lock in with, is, what are your political beliefs? We already know about the religious side, but what are your political beliefs? Some people are independent. Some people are moderate. Do you know if you are conservative? One thing I've discovered in the black community particularly, a lot of black people are conservative minded, but vote liberally. They vote Democrat. They think, what was the slogan? vote blue no matter who. You know how stupid that sounds? Vote blue no matter who. Basically, they are trying to browbeat people into voting for whoever the Democrats tell you to vote for. It doesn't matter what they can do for you. It doesn't matter what their policies are, or even if they have a policy. That don't matter. Vote blue no matter who is the slogan. To me, that is crazy. Then you got some people who's like on the fence, and that's where they switch to being more independent. They're like, you know what? I kind of believe in this, and I kind of believe in that. I'm a little bit, I'm on the fence with it. I believe a little bit like this, and I believe a little bit like that. Wait, the thing about me, and this is a male advocacy channel, and I talk about the advancement of men. And I know what men need because I need it myself. And being out there in the dating and mating spaces, gentlemen, for those that are single, I know it's tough because you're running into a lot of women where it seems like you get along with everything except politics. It's happening in some marriages and relationships. There's a lot of men that are just like, man, I don't want to even talk about politics with my wife. She's so neurotic and will jump off the cliff with an argument so fast. I don't even want to argue. I just want to have peace and harmony at home, so we don't even talk about it. There was a video that went viral in 2016. This brother voted for Trump, and he was driving. I don't know if he voted for Trump or if he didn't vote. And he was driving home, and it was a bunch of black women, big old fat black women in the car. You did what? You dumbass. And she was just dogging him out. You wasted a vote. I think he didn't vote. I think he said, I didn't vote for anybody. And they were recording it, man. iPhone 4, whatever fucking phone was out 9 years ago. And went off on that brother, man. And I know that a lot of men out there right now is only voting what they're voting because they don't want to have no problems at home. I told you to do Biden. Oh, the International Quiet Storm. You remember that video, bro? What up, Chaos? Teaching Inspired said, I told my friend a couple weeks ago I didn't vote Democrat. He said, no wonder we didn't work, and hung up on me. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Teaching Inspires a woman. And she's pretty too. International Quiet Storm. I got a small screen, but am I tripping? Are my eyes deceiving me? Teaching Inspire is a pretty woman. So wait a minute. Teaching Inspire says, I told my friend a couple weeks ago I didn't vote Democrat. And he said, no wonder we didn't work. You see what I'm... Teaching Inspire, you may want to hang out for the Tonight Show because I got some stuff that's going to be... that I may speak that you can speak to. It looks like we have a conservative woman in the chat, you guys, over here at YouTube. Look like we got a conservative woman and a pretty one. And another thing is conservative women are fine. Listen, I'm saving that. I'm going to talk about that later. The reality is whatever you believe, and I'm okay with whatever you believe as long as you're doing it because you actually believe it. See, my issue with a lot of people that are in politics today is that they believe whatever mama said. They just doing what mama said. Mama said to do this. And then when you ask mama why mama do that, it's because grandmama said. Mama don't know no better. And so a lot of guys just like, I'm just hands off of that politics stuff, man. I don't want to get involved with that, Shannon. I'm like, why not? Man, you should know. Nah, just whatever my wife say. It's like, oh. But see, that's the thing. You see over here, when you take the red pill, when you say, listen, I need the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth of life. All you care about is the truth. Fuck your feelings. Feelings don't matter. And when feelings don't matter and we say facts is what matters, truth is what matters, you start to look at things differently. And that's what's happening in relationships. That's where we're getting into the 50-50 conversation and the provider male conversation and the body count with women and the head of household and a partner or gender roles. And we get into the nuance of the issues that we're having in relationships and the fights and Kevin Samuels that woke some shit up, and oh my God, and everybody's having a problem, and you know, there's a lot going on. Now, I have my own anecdotal experience. I live right here in Los Angeles, California, right? Home of the blue. Dodger blue Democrats out here, man. So I'm a loner because I'm very conservative and I'm very traditional. And I do believe in gender roles. And it's tough to find a woman that feels that way oftentimes because, like I said, a lot of black people, if you ask them privately, it always requires a private conversation. You can't do this in public spaces. You can't ask this question at the Thanksgiving table with the family around looking. You got to talk to them privately. When you ask about specific issues, political issues, they always, I say, you know what? That's a very conservative, that's a conservative answer. You know what you just said is how Trump is talking. No, but that ain't what I'm doing. I said, but wait a minute. So you voting this way, but one-on-one, and I know you wouldn't want to say this in public, but one-on-one, you're believing that way. What's up with that? Why won't you vote the way you believe? Oh, I can't do that, man. My mama go crazy. My auntie and uncles, they'll disown me, man. My wife, I won't get no pussy all month long if I tell my wife that I did that. I told you to do Biden. Man, I should find International Quiet Storm. If you find that video clip, man, throw it in the chat so we can immortalize it in this video. But here's the thing. Since we are on High Value Shan, and we're at Shannon Rawls' channel, and we are talking about strong family values over here. Nuclear family, I believe in. Mother, father, sister, daughter. I believe in gender roles, me personally. I get it. A lot of guys like the 50-50 thing. I don't do the 50-50 thing. I don't like the 50-50 thing. I believe that men are supposed to teach, inspire, you will what? I believe that men should provide, protect, problem solve for their woman. I believe women needs to be fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. I believe men needs to be masculine, mannered, muscled, moneyed, and monogamous. That's what I believe. 5 M's for men is what he needs to be. The 5 F's for women is what she needs to be. And 4 P's is what men need to do. So, gentlemen, if you're with me, if you have the kind of mindset that I have, if you are a strong gentleman, let me talk to you, because tonight's show is for the men. Ladies, you can listen, because I know what kind of men that women really want. I know women say they want the blue-haired, soft guy I know you want the, what do they call it? International Quiet Storm. They call it chaos. You know it. But no, not benevolent leader. They want the damn, Obsidian told me what it was. The guy that follows but does what, I mean, he leads by following. I forget the fucking term, man. Yeah, but we don't play that over here. So, gentlemen, I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. If you're at TikTok, I'm talking to the brothers over there. If you're on YouTube, I'm talking to you. What's this say? People are afraid to be real. DC Star Power. That's a bar, bro. Hoo-ah! Listen. If you are a strong, masculine man who values peace and respect in your home. If you are a strong, masculine man who values peace and respect in your home, there's one rule you need to follow, especially if you're single. This will be a great, if you could make a conversion, if you're already married, that would be great. I don't know. See, oftentimes once you get married and her claws are in, it's too late. You get what you get, and she's going to be what you going to do? The laws are against you now, brother. But if you got a cooperative woman, if you have a cooperative wife and you can make a transition and you could talk to her using logic and reason. I know it may be tough. She's from Venus, right? But if you could talk to your wife using logic and reason and she listens to your logic and reason and removes her emotion from it, this is for you too. But certainly for the single men, please, gentlemen, only date conservative women. Only date conservative women. You want to wife, you want to make a lifelong partner, you want to live with, you want to be with a conservative-minded woman. And I'm going to explain it to you tonight. Woke ideologies, gentlemen. Those woke ideologies are a one-way ticket to, like my man's name, chaos. Shout out to Chaos Rain. Woke ideologies is a one-way ticket to chaos, brothers, and I'm going to explain to you why. I'm going to break it down by the numbers. We got a slideshow tonight. And so I want to frame this tonight as the defense of masculine peace. You know, oftentimes, you know, the old saying is, I'm looking for a woman to bring me peace. You know, that was never really an accurate phrase. Men don't want women to bring him peace. Men are already peaceful. Generally speaking, a single man that got his shit together, is making his money, is living life, is chilling, relaxing, would like a companion, but doesn't have one right yet. His bills are paid, his car is working, his lights are on, the water is hot. He got food in the refrigerator. He got gas in the tank outside. His car's parked in the parking lot or in the driveway. He got to be to work tomorrow and do his job. He enjoys his job. He makes some money. Little investments here, little investments there. You know, the average guy. He's peaceful. Maybe he runs to the gym. He has some time to work out, lift some weights. Watch a couple movies on Netflix now and then. And he wants a woman to come into his life. The whole thing is, I want a woman to bring me peace. That was a bad statement. Gentlemen, I want you to start saying it like this. I don't want a woman to bring me peace. I'm already peaceful. I want a woman who won't come disrupted. I want a woman who I can involve, I can get involved with, I can add to my life, who's going to be valuable to me in some way because I am going to be valuable to her, right? Gentlemen, we have a role, we have a duty to women as well. And she will come into my life and not disrupt the peace that I already have. It's not that you want a woman to bring me peace. I want a woman that's not going to fuck up this calmness that I got here already set, man. This shit is fine. I like it. I forgot to put my bike away. I like my hobbies. I like doing what I'm doing, and I'd like to involve a wonderful partner, a beautiful woman that I can do this with. You know, relationships is the goal. I'm all about relationships. But we don't want a woman that we're going to involve in our life and then suddenly the peace that we had before she got here is fucking disrupted. I don't want to disrupt her. Yes, teach and inspire. We want women like you, teach and inspire, in our lives. But when you come here, I promise I will not bring chaos and disruption to your life, especially if yours is peaceful already. Can you please do the same for me? It's not that I want to bring peace to you, and it's not that I want you to bring peace to me. I'd like my peace that I currently have to not be disrupted. Gentlemen, it's not that we want a woman to bring us peace. We want a woman who will not disrupt the peace that we already have. Think about it, gentlemen. What's the one thing most of us want in a relationship besides sex? Outside of sex, because I know we want some regular sex. I get that. You know, Oscar Wilde says everything in the world is about sex except for sex. Sex is about power, right? Remove sex, sans sex. What is the one thing that most of us men want in a relationship? What do I want? What does a guy like me, a 52-year-old man like me, want in a relationship with a woman? What is it for you, gentlemen? Is it peace? You want your peace to be maintained? You want respect? Is it something else? Keep it in mind as we dive into this, because we're going to jump into it right now. We're going to jump into it right now. That's what men want. We don't want a woman who brings us peace. We want a woman who won't disrupt the peace that we currently have. And unfortunately, gentlemen, I'm going to break it down by the numbers. Oh, thank you, International Quiet Storm. He found the clip. I'm going to try to find it. I'm going to try to play it tonight. Unfortunately, there's a mindset of women today. It's hot in here. Do I got my AC on? If it get any hotter, I gotta go turn my AC on. There's a mindset of women that typically disrupts peace for men. And it's happening more and more today. It's happening more and more today. So let's talk about it, guys. Let's jump into it. Now, listen, I'm going to make a case for the conservative woman. I'm going to make a case for the woman like Teach and Inspire that's in the chat. I believe it. I don't know. She might not be. I'm guessing that Teach and Inspire. I've never met Teach and Inspire. I'm assuming that Teach and Inspire is a conservative woman. I know she's good. She's good looking. I know that. And I know that most conservative women are good looking. You know, you ever notice? I put a post up the other day. I said, have you guys noticed that everybody that's vandalizing Teslas all look the same? You know, the whole thing that, you know, because everybody was mad at Elon with Doge and the Department of Government Efficiency and you know, and so all of a sudden people start attacking innocent people's Teslas, scratching them and keying them and vandalizing it and spray painting people's Teslas and shit. Have you noticed the people that they caught, the people that are on video, have you noticed they all look alike? I want to make a case for the conservative woman. I want to make a case for the conservative women. The conservative women, especially those with TradCon, that's traditional conservative. That means mother, father, sister, daughter, gender role. My man is my man, my man, my man, my man. I'll listen to my man. I'll follow my man. Men, he covers his wife, he protects his wife, he protects his family, he provides for his family, he provides for his wife. That is his girl. She's number one. Traditional conservative. The best partners for masculine men are traditionally conservative women because they prioritize cooperation, family, and respect for gender roles. Now, ladies, I got a different show that's coming up called the 5 Fs, right? And we have the conference at the Black Manosphere Conclave this year in Miami, ladies. It's called the 5F Conference. I want you guys to come. All you got to do is go to blackmanosphere.com, watch the show. I'm sorry, get the ticket. And on Saturday, September 6th, we have the 5F Conference for fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. Oh shit, you're not a mod? Okay, I'll hook you up, Tix. My assistant, if my assistant's in the chat, can you send me a reminder to mod up my man, International Quiet Storm? Cooperation. Fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. All men want that. There is no man on the planet. This is, you know how they say not all. No, this is all. This is 100% men. This is not, there's not some that don't want this. All men want a woman who is fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. Now that comes in different styles, but by and large, all men want a fit woman. He may not get one and he may not make that a priority, but he wants one if he could get one. If a man can get the woman he wants, she will be fit, she will be feminine, she will be friendly, faithful, and fun. Now, friendly is down the middle. It's the third one. It's the third F. It's the third F. And if you are friendly, you are cooperative. A man wants a cooperative woman. Now, I got another show again about men who are tyrants and are bullies and are financial aggressors, assholes, oppressors. Fuck those guys. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm not talking about those guys. Don't deserve a fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun woman. He doesn't deserve those 5 Fs. He doesn't deserve a woman who's friendly if he's a fucking asshole. Some guys don't know what they got. Let's think about that. Some guys got a woman who is all of that. She's in shape. She's feminine. She's friendly. She's cooperative with him. You know, she's faithful to him. She likes to do shit. She's fun. And then he fumbles it because he goes off and does some shit he ain't got no business doing. It's hot in here. I'm going to turn my AC on. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. Some guys don't deserve a fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun woman. He fumbles that. He doesn't know what he has. But we're not talking about those guys. I'm not discussing those guys. I'm not discussing the guys that take advantage or take for granted a good woman. No. Not him. We're not talking about him. But for the good men, for the intelligent men, for the producer male, for the smart guy, for the man who deserves this woman, the man who's the 5 M's. I talk about that as well, the things that men need to be. See, I'm talking about what women need to be, but there's things that men need to be. You know, men need to be muscled, in shape. Right? Men need to be mannered, not a fucking asshole. Right? Men need to be masculine. Men need to be moneyed. They need to be paid up. And I'm not with the gigolos and the players and got a roster and all that bullshit. A whole bunch of women. Men need to be monogamous. That's what I believe. One woman, that's all you need, bro. A good one, though. And if you are the kind of man that wants that, conservative women, traditionally conservative women, valued women, will bring that to you. Conservative women typically value tradition, family, personal responsibility, and limited government. Traditionally conservative women, which is a subset, emphasizes nuclear family, homemaking, and supporting their husband's leadership. Listen to me, fellas. I know it sounds good. Ladies, if you're listening, I'm not talking to the ladies tonight, but if you're listening, this is what you should aspire to be if you want a masculine man, period. If you want a softie, if you want your man to be blue-haired and a wimpy and you know, and a pushover and that kind of dude, then this ain't the show for you. If you want a Mitch, this ain't the show for you. This show is for masculine, traditionally conservative, strong men. Conservative women value tradition and family and nuclear families. That's what they value, gentlemen. Traditionally conservative women, they see their role in a man's life as complementary, not competitive. This is important, gentlemen. This is the part where this is the part where it gets rough in these relationships today. I know you guys on YouTube is reading ahead. You guys over at TikTok is listening. This is where it gets rough. We talk about competition in a relationship. Gentlemen, have you been in a relationship with a woman that it felt like she was competing against you? You see, conservative women don't compete against their man. It's not a race. She's not trying to be like you. She's not keeping score. She's not trying to one up you. If she works because she wants to, which is completely fine, she's not trying to get a promotion at her job because you got one. Traditionally conservative women see their role as complementary to their man. This is my, yin and the yang. This is what my man do. I do this to make things better. I'm not in competition with him. Conservative women aim to build a harmonious home. Can you think about this, gentlemen? A harmonious home. She supports her husband's goal. She raises the children with strong family values. She doesn't challenge your authority, gentlemen. She's your partner, not your rival. She's not the ops, gentlemen. When you are with a conservative, I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. I've been around the block. I've dated them all. I know what they're all like, guys. The conservative women cooperate. They are not battling you. They're not arguing with you. They're not snapping their neck at you. They're not telling you what you need. That's just not what they do, bruh. They help. They are the essence of the word helpmate. It comes from conservative women. It just does. This is why whenever I talk to people privately, and I really and dig this, and this is the part that I'm kind of having a problem with these days, because a lot of people are publicly Democrat. They vote Democrat. And when I talk to them privately, I'll be like, you speak like a conservative. The things you say are that's a conservative value, so why won't you say that out loud? No, I don't want to do that. My mama won't like me no more. What they talking about over at TikTok? I didn't see that. Oh, this is a Kevin Samuels wannabe account. Oh, yeah? That's a compliment. Appreciate you. He's my frat brother. I knew Kevin personally. So listen, conservative women, gentlemen, they're not the ops. Because they understand their role, they're complementary to everything that you do. And together, you and her, together, make shit happen. It's not you making it happen by yourself, bro. You need her. She's necessary. She's a necessary force in your army. Hey, Lakeisha. Good to have you here, baby.
Hooah!
They are a conservative woman is a necessary force in your arsenal because she complements the things that you want to, the goals that you want to reach. She helps you get there. She's supportive. She's like a turbo boost in your engine. No, not a turbo boost, because that's on the exhaust. She's a supercharger. For those that understand cars, because I used to street race, she's the supercharger to your engine. A good, solid, conservative woman is the supercharger to your engine, bro. She's the supercharger to your engine. And she will help you build that family that she benefits from, that you benefit from, that your children benefits from, your grandchildren, your legacy, everything, and everybody down works from. That's what happens. Now, I get it. Liberal women don't want to hear this. They want to be the boss. I get it. That's why tonight's show is not for them. they will be triggered by the words that they don't like what I'm saying. The women that are liberal and loud and combative and is ready to fight and fuck that shit and all of that, they don't want to hear that. That's why they want the blue hair guys. Lakeisha says, always inspire your man and husband. Always inspire your man and husband. Conservative women often prioritize marriage and motherhood over career ambition and social trends. Where's my soundboard at? Let me switch. I got this damn soundboard. I don't never use it. There we go. Clap some hands. Listen. Conservative women prioritize marriage and motherhood over career and social trends. The liberal woman that's fighting you and combating you, she gonna let you know she got a PhD. She gonna let you know that she got a career and her career come first and relationship is second and family can wait. And I don't want that. And I'm decentering you and I'm decentering men and fuck that. And the man is just an accessory to her life. That is what you'll get when you date liberal women. I've discovered this the hard way, gentlemen. I do not want you to run into this. Conservative women, on the other hand, they prioritize relationship and family and knows what matters in the long run. They know they're playing conservative women play the long game. They're looking at what's going on tomorrow. Liberal women is looking at what they can get now, right now. And studies show, listen to this, gentlemen, and I could pull up the studies because it was a bunch of them. Studies show conservative-leaning women are more likely to marry. 65% conservative women, over 50% liberal women by age 35. Basically, if a woman is conservative, she's willing to get married at a younger age when she's closer to her prime. And they report that they have higher marital satisfaction. They're happier being married. But of course, that goes without saying because they prioritize relationship. When you got a woman that prioritizes relationship and she's happy and she's enjoying the fact that she's a mother and she's enjoying the fact that she's a wife, not that she's married. She loves being a wife. It's a difference. Some women just want to be married. Other women want to be a wife. You want a woman that wants to be a wife. The marriage is the byproduct. There's other women that want to be married and being a wife is the byproduct. They hate the wife part. They don't want that. So if you got a woman that prioritizes relationship and she loves being a wife, then of course that's going to be the case. Those women typically don't get divorced that much. These women respect masculine traits. They respect a man being a man. They understand a man being a man. They understand a man's strength and his decisiveness. Lakeisha says that's the difference. She wants to be a wife. See, and that's another thing, gentlemen. This is a red flag. I mean, this is a litmus test that you could use. When you speak to a woman, find out if you're dating somebody, do you want to be married or do you want to be a wife? Because a lot of, I put on threads, on my threads that there needs to be a scientific study on the stronghold that social media has on women's attention, because you'll get women who will prioritize their social media and attention from others over their own families. They care more about what other men or what other people think about them. They get dopamine hits because of the likes and TikTok. Oh my God. TikTok has a stronghold on women, and I don't know what it is. I promise you it's a psyop. There's a psyop that's going on right now that has a stronghold on some women that they have to just be seen or noticed or something. And they will prioritize that over their own relationships. Conservative women, they don't worry about that shit. They don't care about that. A conservative woman doesn't care about that. She admires your strength, gentlemen. She admires your decisiveness. She admires your provision. But listen, there's something. But gentlemen, you have to be a provider. If you want this kind of woman, you have to be a provider. If you want this kind of woman, you have to be a decisive man. You can't be a wishy-washy dude. You can't be the kind of guy that's hemming and hawing and not sure and confused all the time and can't solve problems and don't know how to fix shit and don't know how to do shit. You can't be a soft Mitch. You can't be the kind of guy that doesn't know really where to go or how to get there. You can't be the kind of guy that's not resourceful and know how to make shit happen when things go, when something happens. Can you be called upon? Can you be relied upon? When something goes wrong, does your woman think of you first? You got to be that kind of man. Those women have no problem respecting your masculinity. Those women do not seek to strong arm you into submission. Those women thrive in the traditional dynamics where men lead and women nurture. And women nurture. Oh, what up? International Quiet Storm is over at TikTok. You watching the back door over there? Watch my 6 over at TikTok. Tix. Gentlemen, you have to be the right kind of guy. So, let's talk about the other women, the dangers of woke women. I get it. There's a lot of women right now, man. There's a lot of women that are woke today. Wokeism. I want to talk about, ladies. Listen. I know this Tonight Show is for the men, but ladies, can you identify? Am I getting ready to talk about you? Woke women, the liberal women, the blue-haired women. Am I talking about you? Listen to me. Woke women are driven by progressive ideologies, often create conflict and undermine masculine men. Are you the kind of woman that says you can't tell me what to do? Who gonna check? Are you the who gonna check me, boo kind of woman? Your man can't correct you. Are you uncorrectable? I get it. You got the freedom. You know, the world has been civilized so much that we've given you the freedom to not listen to anybody. You can come and go as you please. And you still want a man, you still want sex, you probably want a baby if you don't have one already, but you ain't gonna listen to no man tell you what to do. You gonna make your own damn decisions. I'll be damned. You undermine masculine men. You don't even like the term. You believe everybody that shows any kind of masculine traits is toxic. So then, if that's the case, then you, ladies, you're making it incompatible for men who seeking peace and traditional roles. You're making it incompatible for masculine men who wants to maintain his peace in the house. You're going to be the loud talk. You see the picture I put right here, you guys? You can't see that TikTok, but at YouTube. You see that? What up, Theo? That right there? That's her. That's that loud masculine neck snapper. You ain't gonna tell me. You ain't gonna tell me. You wanna go left, she wanna go right, so I ain't going left. My friend told me that I don't need to, that kind of woman. She don't believe in your leadership. The woke ideology, gentlemen, wokeism, as we'll call it, as a mindset rooted in social justice, feminism, and collectivism. Basically, collectivism is, I should have just wrote a hive mindset. Basically, what do all the other women think? This is the collectivism is the sisterhood. It's what are all the women doing? I'm following what all the women say. I don't have a mind of my own, and I'm not listening to my man. What do all the other women say? And often reject traditional gender roles, emphasizing victimhood and demanding equality of outcome over merit. They want to win just because they're women, not because they're smart, not because they're good, not because it's no meritocracy in it. It has nothing to do with intelligence or aptitude. It's simply because they're women that they want to get ahead. They adopt feminist ideology, and they do not believe in gender roles. Forget gender roles. Victimhood is a race. Oh my, talk about running the Victim Olympics. They are runners in the Victim Olympics. Gentlemen, if you have a woman that complains all the fucking time about something, she's always complaining about something. It's always somebody else's fault. At work, this is during the dating phase. Unfortunately, if you married to this already, I feel for you. We'll do a different show for the guys that's already locked in. But for the guys that are dating, if your woman always... See, we talk about the red flags. I'm trying to equip you, gentlemen, so you can watch out for this shit early on to save you some heartache, headache, money, and time. You know, as Coach Greg Adams says, you got to protect your meat, your money, energy, attention, and time. And so is it everybody's, like at work, she comes home and she's talking about her supervisor and then her coworker. And then her auntie said some shit. And then her mama tripping right now again. And she don't understand why her daddy is, and she can't stand her, the neighbors. And oh my God, the food is... Where's the server? I need to speak to the manager. Do you got I need to speak to the manager type bitch? Do you got the kind of woman that the food is always it's like, doesn't matter where you go. There's something wrong with the fucking food. I've dealt with these women, gentlemen. I've dated them. Everywhere we go is something wrong. It doesn't matter what. This is a 5-star restaurant. What do you mean? That waiter belongs to this table. That's my waiter. They're waiting on every time you take a sip of water, they come fill it back up. How do you complain here? How do you complain here? There's nothing to complain about. Gentlemen, if you've been with a woman that it's always something else, it's always somebody else's fault, they run in the Victim Olympics. Run. 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 The odds are she doesn't think for herself. She has a hive mentality and she uses collectivism to be able to base her decisions on. And she gets that from other women that look just like her. She will combat everything that you have. There's a conflict with your masculinity. That's right, Anthony. It's something wrong with the damn silverware. It's not, this fork ain't clean, so she want the whole meal free. First of all, that fork was clean when it came out. You got some food on it. Now you blaming the restaurant for the fork to be dirty because you want to get... I've sat at restaurants. Gentlemen, if you have not dated a woman like that, have you ever been at an establishment and you were enjoying your food, maybe you were on a date or something, and you looked over and you saw a bunch of women or a woman and she's fighting the restaurant? I'd like to speak. I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for this. I don't eat at 5-star restaurants all the time. I like IHOP. Fuck what y'all talking about. I like IHOP. I go to IHOP all the time. My sons look like they pancake. So have you ever been at a restaurant and it's like, yo, why is that woman tripping on them like that? That's what I'm talking about. But the problem is you may not see that side of her when you first meet her. She might be kind of cute, may have a fat ass, and you want to talk to her, and you don't see that side until it's too late. You got to pay attention to that stuff, gentlemen. I want you to run quick and don't have sex with these women. You got to have some dick discipline. We talked about dick discipline. I just discussed, gentlemen, you got to have some dick discipline. Woke women may challenge your leadership, gentlemen, criticize traditional masculinity and call it toxic. And they will prioritize ideology over family. This clashes with men who value clear roles and peace. If she's lecturing you on patriarchy, good luck finding calm. Good luck finding calm if she's talking about patriarchy. You'll never have it. And unfortunately, some of these women cannot be reprogrammed. What Mustang Sally say? I said I've dated them all. I'm 52, Mustang. I've been around the block for 30 plus years. I attract every type. I attract every type. I'm attractive, so I attract all type. But I know which ones I don't want to deal with. I know which ones stick around and which ones don't. So, gentlemen, if you got the woman that's talking about the patriarchy, if you got women that hate their father, they hate their grandfather. If you with a woman that has never really had any kind of masculine leadership in her family, ever, run. Here's some behaviors to avoid, gentlemen. If a woman tells you, you know what, you just privileged. You only like that because you tall. You only like that. You only get you only because you light skin or you dark skin or you got curly hair or you are in shape or whatever. If a woman tries to tell you that the only reason that you are getting preferential treatment on a particular thing is because you're privileged in some sort, not because you're intelligent, not because you're strong, not because you're smart, not because you know how to do some shit, or you went to school and learned how to do something, or you've given 10,000 hours to a specific discipline. Not that. It's because you're privileged, is what she tells you. Gentlemen, run. I know that's one that's hard to catch, but I'm telling you, that one speaks to other things. Well, yeah, you got it because you over 6 foot, so that's why they did that for you. I want you to side eye that. What that is that's almost like comedy written in hate. That's what I mean by the competition side. So you got to be careful for those small things. You think that's not a big deal. Oh, she just being funny. She think you just think because my family got money because I make some money. Or because I'm the supervisor at my job, or I'm the manager, I'm able to do these certain things. It's not because you're smart or because you fucking learn some shit. Gentlemen, you need to run. Those women are pushing for egalitarian roles, like splitting all the bills 50-50, despite unequal earnings. You know what I'm saying? Prioritizing activism over relationship stability. Some women will hate you if you, gentlemen, don't push or support some fucking movement that she's involved in. Or if she gets into some shit and it's her fault, you can't tell her that, baby, you know what, you were wrong. I want gentlemen, let me tell you the kind of woman you want. You don't want a woman that wants to prioritize some sort of activism over making sure that you two are good. It's fuck your feelings, basically, is how she feels. I don't care how you feel. You're supposed to rock with me. That's how you got some women that's like that. So hear me out. When you got a woman that will do some shit that she had no business doing, she's wrong. She's loud and wrong. Have you ever been out and she's loud and wrong? She parked the car wrong. She said some shit wrong. She cut in front of somebody in line. She started doing all this extra shit. And then she's mad at you because you don't fucking crash out like her. Don't you dare correct her and tell her how she's wrong. This is what we start bordering narcissism at this point. But I don't want to get into that because, you know, you guys, there's a spectrum and you have to be diagnosed and all that. But nevertheless, gentlemen, if you got a woman that wants you to ride with her no matter what, good, bad, or indifferent, fine. If you're team her, then rock with her publicly facing. But then when you get privately and you talk to her about what her behavior was privately and she fights you, she's fighting you on vacation in the hotel room because of some shit that she did downstairs at the cabana at the beach, and you trying to correct her, gentlemen, you're going to run into that with women who are woke. You're going to run into that with women who are liberal because they are victims of everything. They are victims of everything. But let me tell you something. Conservative women, you don't have that problem. I don't know if you've ever dated one. They're rare. They're like unicorns, dog. Did you know that the divorce rates, couples with divergent political views, 20% more likely to divorce? If you are conservative and she's liberal, y'all are going to break up 20% more than the people that just stick it out. If you have ideological misalignments, it's going to breed conflict in the bed. Gentlemen, you don't get no pussy from a woke woman when you don't side with her. You can forget it. Forget about it. There is no duty to her. Ladies, if you're liberal, I'm talking about you. And you know this is you. You may not want to admit this is you. You may not like what I'm saying if this is you, but it's you. You weaponize sex. Gentlemen, did you know that most conservative women do not weaponize sex? Oftentimes because they understand what accountability is. You can correct a conservative woman. You can't correct the liberal ones, the woke ones. Let's call them woke. I'm not going to call them liberal. You can't correct the woke women. And so you can forget about pussy. This is sexless marriages. Some people wonder because sex is a weapon. She's treating it like a gift that she distributes to you. She rations it to you. If you're a good boy, if you're a good little husband, a good little boyfriend, she'll give you some pussy. She might give you a little something, maybe, if you've been good this week and you've done everything. Come on, conservative women don't do that. They don't weaponize their sexuality, gentlemen. They don't weaponize their sexuality. Woke women focus on independence that often leads to resentment in traditional men. They don't need you, brother. I'm sorry, but I need a woman that needs me. I want a woman that needs me, and I want a woman that I need. I need you, baby. You're valuable to me. Your presence, you make my life easier. I want a woman that I could say, baby, you make my life easier than with you. My life is easier than without you. And I want a woman that says, Shannon, my life is better because you're in it. I don't want a woman that's saying, I'm independent and I don't need you. That's what you'll get when you got a woke woman, gentlemen. That's what you'll get when you get a woke woman. She don't need you. You are an accessory, and she will discard you quickly. She will discard you quickly. Now, let me tell you why the traditionally conservative woman, she suits a masculine man. Now, I explained to you the two different women. I showed you what the women was, the conservative woman, and I told you what the woke woman is. And let me tell you why you want one, gentlemen. Traditionally conservative women, there's a few in the chat. There's a few in the chat. Traditionally conservative women are uniquely suited for strong masculine men who believe in gender roles that have driven human progress for millennia. How did we get here? Traditional roles. How did we get here? How did you get to the point that that we have technology, lights? How do we civilize the world? That I have this ultra wide monitor and this microphone. How did you guys get your cell phone? If you guys are holding an iPhone in your hand right now, how did we get here as a species? How did we get here as a species? Because we had roles that we played for thousands of years. This new shit that we're talking is brand new. So, gentlemen, if you are a conservative man, you want a traditionally conservative woman because she's uniquely suited for the type of brother you are. She's uniquely designed for a strong masculine man who believes in gender roles that has driven society to get to where we are today. Men as providers and protectors and women as nurturers. That is what it is. This channel is about men being, and you know the thing is, the woke women have no fucking problem with a man being a provider and protector oftentimes when it benefits them. They'll take from you. My money is my money. His money is my money. They don't have no problem taking from you. But nurture, what do you get for your what is your return on investment, gentlemen, from a woke woman? But a traditionally conservative woman, brothers, you're going to get some nurturing there. Men that have been providers and protectors and women that have been nurturers have shaped successful societies for thousands of years, from ancient civilizations to modern nations. This is not outdated, gentlemen. This is proven. This is what built the world. This is what built the world. And anybody that combats this is who I'm talking about and who you need to fucking avoid. I see the chat flying up, but I can't read it over at TikTok. I'm sure International Choir Storm and Lakeisha is over there watching my 6. You don't have to kick nobody out. You don't have to mute nobody. Just talk to them. Anybody that combats this is the fucking problem, gentlemen. And I want you to avoid those women. And the men that are like this are the women. No, and the men that are combating what I'm talking about right now are the soft bitches, bitch ass men that the women claim they want until they get one. And then next thing you know, they chasing after a masculine man like you. You ever notice that? Traditionally conservative women embrace the roles and reduce conflict, managing the home while he leads externally, creating a balanced partnership. She's not fighting you for the wheel, gentlemen. She's helping you steer. She's not in the passenger seat hollering at you and telling you where to park and hollering at you and telling you where to turn left and go right and you missed the turn and what the fuck is wrong and we gonna be late and how come you went that way and I know better and just no, you're not gonna get that from a concern. You're gonna get that from the woke woman that's in the passenger seat if she's in the passenger seat. You know what the conservative woman is gonna say? You got it, baby. I trust you. Even if you fuck up, you might turn left and you should have turned right. She's not going to browbeat you for it. You might have missed the parking space that you could have got at this crowded parking lot. She's not going to diss you for it. She's not going to laugh. She's not going to shame you for it. She's not going to insult you for it. She understands that mistakes happen. In fact, she's going to help you make sure that you remember so you learn from that and you won't miss that next time. That's the difference, gentlemen. I've been there, done that. Conservative women reduce conflict. These women, they admire your strength, gentlemen. They admire your ambition, but you got to be ambitious, bro. They admire your decisiveness, but you got to be as decisive. Now, TikTok just said violation warning. Your live is flagged for harassment and bullying. Repeated violations could result in your live being discontinued. Now, who did I harass? I didn't say nothing about nobody in particular. I am talking about people who diss men. So I will continue to say what I'm saying. International Quiet Storm, you said the chat is hilarious. They're probably flagging me over there. I'm probably getting flagged over at TikTok because, again, they don't want to hear this. I just got a warning that popped up on my screen just now that said that TikTok didn't end the live, but they said, Shan, you're hurting feelings. I just got the one. Wait, did you say they're flagging you because they don't want to hear, they don't like what you're saying? I know they don't. I know they don't like what I'm saying. It is full of woke women over there. Full of them. They don't like this. I don't care. I don't care what they like. All we care about is truth. Facts over here. I know Teaching Inspires a different group over there. They don't like me telling men to be masculine. They don't want me to tell men to be traditional. They don't want me to tell women to be soft and feminine and allow their man to lead and to nurture and to help her man build and to love relationships and want to be a wife. They don't want me to tell women to want to be a wife more than being married. They don't want me to tell women to love the children and build a nuclear family. They don't want that. No. It's power. And we're taking that back, gentlemen. So let them flag me, bro. Let them flag me, International Quiet Storm, over at TikTok. I don't mind. I don't mind TikTok. Men should date conservative women because conservative women admire strength, decisiveness, and ambition. They don't just tolerate it. They don't tolerate it. Conservative women are less likely to nag. Conservative women are less likely to undermine. And conservative women will foster a home where a man feels valued. Men, you are the prize. Can you imagine coming home, gentlemen, International Quiet Storm, can you imagine coming home, bro, from a hard day work? You just clocked some hours, dog. Built some widgets, digged some ditches, did what the fuck you needed to do to make sure that your woman is covered, to make sure your children are covered, to make sure the food, good food, not junk food, good food is available. And when you get home, you don't sit in the driveway like a lot of men do. Ladies, have you ever noticed that your man comes home and when he gets there, he just sits in the driveway for about 45 minutes to an hour? He doesn't get out the car. He pulls up and he's in the car. You know why he don't want to come upstairs? Ladies, have you ever wondered why your man comes home and don't get out the car? He sits in the car, he parks, and he just sits there for a little bit. Music may be playing, or maybe he's listening to a podcast, and he's in there. He might be on his phone and shit. And he just sits in the car for an hour. Gentlemen, is this you? He is not excited to hurry into the house to the woman that's been waiting on him. He's not excited to do that. Why? Think about this, the psychology behind this, ladies and gentlemen. Why would that man want to sit in the car for a fucking hour and he got him a beautiful woman in the house? What man? I'll tell you why. It's not a peaceful place. It's not a peaceful place. Look at that. Mariana, I do see this one. Mariana says, my man rushes inside to hug me. Shout out to Mariana at TikTok. Where's the sound?
Hooah!
Being number one isn't easy, Mariana.
Being number one isn't easy.
Mariana says, my man rushes in the house to meet me. Oh, gentlemen, can you imagine that you can't fucking wait to get home just to see you? I mean, I know you text her throughout the day. You may have FaceTimed her, hey babe, such and such. And she told you, hey, can you run to the store? Cause I need some cayenne pepper. Cause I'm cooking up your favorite jambalaya and I ran out. So you swing over to the grocery store, you grab some cayenne pepper, you grab a couple other things, you get some fruit and shit. And you just can't wait to get the fuck home. And when you get home, you can't wait to get out the car cause you want to see Mariana. You can't wait I haven't seen you all day. Like, what the fuck? I haven't seen you all day. Like, come here. I wanna inhale you. Y'all, where's your scent? Gentlemen, you got a woman that got that good scent. She just smells good, man. You want to inhale her. It's like you want to feel her. She got that soft skin, and you just want to embrace her. You want to kiss her lips. You just couldn't wait to see her, and you want to talk to her about your day, and you want to hear about her day, and find out what good news she has, and you want to tell her about your good news and all that. You ain't sitting in the goddamn car. But gentlemen, what about the guy that sits in the car for 45 minutes before he gets out? What my man say, Philip? They looking at the chat and TikTok. They saying I'm the reason for male loneliness. Fine, I'll be that. I would rather men avoid shitty women and be lonely than live in misery and still be lonely. That's what I would rather. I want men to find women like Mariana. I want men to find women like Lakeisha. I want men to find women like Teach and Inspire, where he's excited to come in to his one to see his one. He don't want to sit in the parking lot, be thinking, damn. All right, let me go in. He got to build up his. He got to go, and then when you get in the house, gentlemen, imagine you go in the house and it smells good. It got an aroma in that motherfucker. That motherfucker clean. The bedroom is nice. The bed is made up. She may have whipped something up real quick. She stir fried some shrimp real quick. Poured some wine. It ain't the expensive shit. The bottle costs, it's the $8 wine at the grocery store. She picked up a Cabernet Sauvignon, poured a couple glasses for you, and she does this it doesn't take much to do, by the way, ladies. How hard is it to pour a glass of wine for a man that just worked his ass off to come home? Gentlemen, can you imagine that life? You get that from conservative women. You'll get that from conservative women, but let me tell you the women that won't do that. The woke ones. The ones that my man is saying is over at TikTok. Clean, right? Teach and Inspire. Clean. Fresh home. Fresh linen. Fresh linen. No dust. Everybody that got a dusty ass house right now, all women that got a dusty ass house right now is probably liberal. You are probably woke. All women that if I go to their house and I do a military inspection with a white glove and I don't fucking come up with no dust, she's probably conservative. Just the odds are. I'm speculating, but I'm just saying what I'd put my money on. I'm just saying what I put my money on. Gentlemen, you know how you can determine that? By her nasty ass car. Her nasty ass car. Uh-oh, I'm about to trigger some people. Uh-oh, I'm about to trigger some people. Shots fired. Shots fired. If she got a nasty ass car. She got if right now you went into the driveway. No, don't clean it up now because you hear me talking. If I go to your fucking car right now and there's French fries in between the seat and the center console, there's fucking flip-flops and slippers in the back seat, there's a bra, it's shit all in the floor. Woke. If you got a nasty car, you don't deserve no masculine man. You don't deserve no provider male. Cause you gonna have the odds are you got a nasty ass house. You got a nasty ass house. That's the odds. If you drive a nasty car, I don't even need to come visit you. These are the things that I want young men to recognize in advance. I know, old man Shan just be saying shit. You know, old man. Yeah, I'm telling you what I know, gentlemen. I'm not telling you what I heard. This wasn't passed to me. This was something I experienced. This is something that I investigated and studied over time. It's like I'm looking at her and I see her car and then I get to her house and then her house matches her car. But then this girl over here, for some fucking reason, her car is nice. She don't have fucking Fanta bottles and water bottles, and she don't have cups, and her shit is just clean. She just she has a workout bag. She may keep a workout bag in the back seat. You know, she may keep a pair of driving slippers like right on the front because, you know, when she wears her heels, it's hard to drive and for the gas pedal and the brake. So she has to take her heels off. So she keeps a dedicated pair of flats in her front seat of her car so she can effectively and safely drive her car. But other than that shit is clean. She's probably conservative, gentlemen. She's probably conservative. That woman with the nice clean car, and I don't mean she just bought it. She's had that car for a long time. She just wants to be around cleanliness. She's probably conservative. I'm just telling you what it is, man. And I know I'm triggering some people, even on the replay that's watching this, thinking, damn, I got a nasty car. My car, but I don't care about my car. I just use it to get to where I gotta go. I just drive where I gotta go real quick. And I don't really care about that, but I'm nice, I'm clean. Bitch, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. If I came to your house right now, if I was a fly on the wall in your house is nasty too. Your bedroom is nasty. You got shit. You got pizza boxes. You got fucking crumbs. Behind your headboard, there's all kind of shit that fell back behind that. Your refrigerator got spills and juice spills. It's sticky on the second shelf in your refrigerator. The top of your refrigerator is caked up dust. If I went to your house tonight and I walked straight to the kitchen, beeline from the front door to the kitchen, and I went like this across the top of your refrigerator, I would have black fingertips. That is the woke women, gentlemen. That's the woke women. And I know that I'm talking to some of these ladies in here. That's the difference. Gentlemen, you don't want to be with that woman long term. She will clean that shit up for you while she's dating you. Once you get married, she goes back to who she originally was. She will clean it up while she's dating you. She will go back to who she was once she gets her claws in your back. just telling you what it is, man. I'm just trying to avoid you. I'm trying to save you some time, bro. You want to... Conservative women are statistically less likely to initiate divorce. A little over 70% of divorces are initiated by women, and they're often liberal leaning. So that means conservative women offer men a more secure partnership. They're not going to cheat on you. They're not going to wake up one day and say, I'm not happy. She just wake up one day and say, I'm not happy and I want to jump, she's going to monkey branch to the next man. You're not going to get that typically from the conservative woman. So you're safer. Your investment in her is safer. You know that you can give her the code to the safe. It is what it is, man. Now, gentlemen, well, Shan, I hear what you're saying, but all these women, like Shan, you in LA, I'm in Los Angeles, man. All the women is liberal. All the women is woke. All the women have a hive mentality. What do you do? How do you find these women? Listen, I've been blessed. My ex-girlfriend, conservative. My ex-wife, conservative. Any woman that I will date in the future, conservative. I won't deal with a woke woman. I just won't do it. Well, Shan, how do you do that, bro? First of all, gentlemen, listen to me. You have to be intentional. Oh, somebody said, how do I find a liberal man? Now, listen, ladies. Now hear me out. I want to be clear about something. Somebody over at TikTok said, how do you find a liberal man? Because women want liberal men. They want liberal-minded men. He typically won't be masculine and strong and a good leader, but that's what they want. He might dye his hair. He may take as long as you to get dressed. He may, he may be that kind of guy. He may carry a pocket bag, pocketbook. He might carry a purse. He'll call it a crossbody. He might carry a crossbody and, wear Crocs and get lattes and shit like that. Listen, women, I get it. You want the liberal men. They're there for you too. They are there for you too. Those men are typically not leaders. And you don't want a leader. So that's good. Everybody needs love. Everybody needs love. I want the liberal men to get with the liberal women. I want them to, I do. I get it. The relationships don't last. They get divorced a lot. They break up. The women end up becoming baby mamas a lot. But, right, Philip. The men become doormats. But they're there. He typically will not be, he won't tickle your fancy in bed. He will not be what you physically like, ladies. That liberal softy, he's not going to be the kind of guy. He's not. I'm thinking I could drop names. He ain't going to be. Yeah, he's not going to be that guy. But I know you think you want him. I know you think you want him. What they say? Aren't you divorced? Yeah, I'm divorced. I am divorced. I just talked to my ex-wife right before I started the show. We was talking about what was she gonna take my sons to the movie? Yeah, we're friends, and we run a business together. What's your point? We did a whole podcast together. You should come to my page at YouTube and see the show on there where she's laughing at a lot of y'all women. My ex-wife is awesome. She's an awesome woman. Any man that gets with my ex-wife, score. We're better off friends than lovers. My ex-wife is dope. I only fuck with dope women though. So, I mean, what's your point? Oh, you thought that I would have like some nigga divorce or something? I was gonna like come in here and disparage my ex? No. My ex is amazing. My ex-girlfriend's and like every ex is amazing. Like, would you? Because your ex is a problem because he don't want to talk to you. You thought that was everybody's relationship? No, come on. Listen, gentlemen, you have to be intentional in seeking conservative women. They're not hard. They're not easy to find. Number one, most of them are taken. Let me be clear. Here's the bad news, guys. Most good, they get scooped up so fast. And typically, the single ones, and ladies, if you are conservative and single, they are single because they made a bad choice in a man. Some of these dudes out here are poots or ain't shit. Let's just keep it real, guys. Fellas, let's keep it 100. Some of these niggas ain't shit. Some of these men are liars. Some of these men are deceivers. Some of these men play a role. Some of these men act one way and switch up the next. And oftentimes, a good conservative woman that ends up being a divorcee, or she gave a lot of her years to a man, maybe her formidable years to a guy. She picked wrong. That's a human thing, picking wrong. We all pick wrong. Typically, if you find a conservative woman who is still single, it's because her last man, it's usually a husband, but even if it's just a boyfriend, it's because his ass ain't shit. It's rarely because she wasn't shit. Now, the liberal women, it's because it's usually always their fault. Like I'm saying, like I told you about the divorce rate. Liberal women won't even stay with a liberal man because they don't respect him. If the Freudian slip. If the conservative single woman would have got with a conservative man, they would have probably, you can't really say that. And I don't think there's been any exit polls on divorces. I'm going to make a hunch. If the conservative woman would have gotten with a conservative man initially, the odds are they stay together longer. I mean, that's already been scientifically proven, but it wasn't derived from exit polls and divorces. It was deduced from the people that don't get a divorce. So the reality is this. They're going to be hard to find, gentlemen. And another thing is, conservative women that are single, that went through some shit, they don't fuck with just anybody. Oftentimes, unfortunately, those women end up not getting with a man because they don't tolerate the bullshit that they see in a lot of men. They just don't. They don't want to tolerate the bullshit that a lot of guys out here have. Guys my age. You know, what do they call it? Peter Pan syndrome? Is that what it's called? Peter Pan syndrome? Dudes, the older dudes that just still think he a player. He a player. They don't, conservative women, they see through that shit. They not fucking with that dude. And they could be conflicted because of location. She may be in this, location. And she may be in a city that is full of motherfucking liberals, and she's just like, I'm not doing it because I'm just not doing it. But gentlemen, you will be lucky. You will be lucky if you can catch you a nice, solid, conservative woman that's not snatched up, that's in your local area. You may run into one on the internet and have to do some long distance shit. But to catch one, you got to be intentional in seeking out a conservative woman, and you got to vet her. to ensure the alignment is there. You got to vet her to ensure the alignment is there. And then I wrote, and you have to ensure that you embody the strength that these women expect. They don't go for the bullshit no more. See, conservative women don't fuck with pookies. And they don't fuck with men who aren't provider male. They don't fuck with men who don't even exemplify the traits of a provider and a protector. If they see that early, they don't even fuck with you. In fact, they can sometimes see that shit from a distance. And so you be wondering why you ain't hollering at. She just don't want to talk to you, bro. You won't even know she's conservative because she already peeped you how you move beforehand. Maybe she goes to your gym. Maybe you go to 24-hour fitness or Planet Fitness or some shit, and she's doing her workout and she got her headphones on and her hat down low, and she ain't really checking for you, and you wondering why? Because you know you fit, because you a pookie, nigga. That's why she's not fucking with dudes like you. She sees you a mile away. That's the unfortunate part for conservative women, because it's a lot of liberal men out here, older liberal men, that they see that shit from a distance. And they just, yeah, I'm not doing it. They're not going to do it. Somebody says, you mean like you? Okay. They're not going to do it. They're not going to deal with a dude that will not exemplify the strength that they expect from a man. The conservative women, let me tell you another thing. Gentlemen, if you guys are that 50-50 dude, if you that 50-50 nigga that's out here that wants to work, if you the kind of man that want his woman to work as hard as she got to get up in the morning and get in the car and drive through the fucking snow at 6 in the morning and scrape the ice off the windshield at 6 in the morning, and you out there scraping the ice off the windshield of your car because she has to go to work and you got to go to work, but she got to take the baby to the daycare and pick the baby up from daycare, and then you want her to come home and cook and smell good and have the house nice and all that. Yeah, that's a liberal house. That ain't working. That don't go down at a conservative house. That's the 50-50 guy. That's the liberal guy. So like one of the girls over at TikTok said, where can I find a liberal man? He's going to put her ass to work. They're out there. I hope she's ready to get to work, not because she wants to work, but because she has to work. A conservative man, a strong man, a masculine man like me, make sure we get our money up. And then our women work if they want to work. We make fuck you money. So ain't no boss gonna tell her some shit that she gonna tolerate it because she has to get a check. That's the mindset of the liberal guy. Oh, baby, you got to get to work. No, you got to go to work because we need, this mortgage I can't pay it by myself. But I also want you to bend it over and bust it open for me. And I also want you to make me some jambalaya. And I also want this house clean. And I also need you to take the kids to she wants a liberal man. She's going to get what she's asking for. But men like the International Quiet Storm, men like Philip, men like Chaos Rain, no, we get masculinity is on attack today, but we fighting back. At the same time, we want the kind of women that complements this masculinity. We want the kind of woman that complements this masculinity. Any woman that's with me, and this is for me and me alone. I do not speak for any of my bros. I don't speak for Philip or Chaos. I don't speak for none of my bros. This is for Shannon. Any woman that's with me, she only has to go to work if she wants to because she's bored. Because, babe, I'm bored. Or I really got this goal that I want to accomplish and I'd like, Okay, if it doesn't conflict with anything that I have going on, fine. If anything that my woman wants to do has a conflict with anything that I'm doing, she can't do it. If there's no conflicts, go. And I'm her biggest fan. I'm her biggest supporter in what she wants to do. I'm okay with that. But that's a conservative mindset. That's not a liberal mindset. Liberal mindset is, shit, what you mean? Nah, you gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta go. Somebody over here say, y'all don't listen to this. Don't listen at me. Don't listen at me. I make fuck you money over here. So don't listen at me. Don't listen at a man that make fuck you money, give his wife or his woman a soft. Don't listen at me. Get with that man that says you gotta work, but I also want you to bust it open, bend over, and then make me a sandwich at 2 a.m. And we both got to get up at 6. That's what you listen. Hey, respect to people that believe in that shit. Listen, I ain't here to judge. Well, I am judging y'all, but I ain't here to change no minds. I'm here to just save the young fellas. Tonight's a show for the men. I'm here to save the young fellas. This is a mindset conversation, ladies and gentlemen. So, gentlemen, if you want to find this woman, a conservative woman, they're tough to find, man, because most of them are snatched up. Most of them are snatched up. Most of them are snatched up. And the ones that are available, they don't play, man. They don't fucking play. I know some. They've been some of the ones that are single for a long time because Shan, these niggas ain't right. They not right. What up, Snuggle? Where you been?
Hoo-ah!
What's up, Snuggles? I ain't seen you in 1,000 years. Where you'll find conservative women, gentlemen, is in environments rich with conservative ideals. You'll find them in church. You will. It's hard for me to say. It depends on the church and it depends on the pastor. But I cannot remove church because of the conservative values, especially in Christianity, that conservative women hold. There's some messy motherfuckers in church. I'm putting an asterisk on that one. But you can find some at church. But you'll find them community events. You will find conservative women at community events, gentlemen. Things that serve community. Things that are above and beyond them. Typically philanthropic events where it's helpful to others. You'll find conservative women there. You typically won't find liberal women doing that kind of shit because it doesn't serve them in some capacity. You'll find them doing things. And mind you, some of you women that think you're liberal, you're not. You're actually conservative. You just are scared to say it because your mama told you to vote Democrat. Your mama told you that you're liberal. Your mama told you to love this particular politician or whatever. But deep in your heart of hearts, if I was to talk to you one-on-one, I would discover that you actually are conservative. But you'll find women at things that are serving a community. Oftentimes. Not personal groups. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't consider these little cliques. Those are typically liberal women, where these little cliques, it's a bunch of women that all, remember the hive mentality. These women, those cliques where it's a bunch of girls, this little club or whatever, and they go get fucking, brunches and drink endless mimosas on Sunday. Though that's self-serving. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about events that are for where where the outcome or the purpose of the event is to benefit others, not the people that's actually putting it on or participating. It's for others. You'll find conservative women in those. You won't find liberal women in those. You'll find liberal women doing shit that's self-serving, like little cliques and groups and shit like that. That's what you'll find there. You'll find conservative women in political groups. You'll find them in rural suburban areas because they don't want to be around a bunch of 60% of rural areas lean conservative, whereas 30% are in urban centers. Avoid woke hotspots like liberal campuses and activist circles. You'll find conservative women in the outskirts because they don't want to be around a bunch of nigga shit. I'm just going to have to put it out there like that. They don't want to be around a bunch of nigga shit. The ones that are going to be in the fucking inner city, fucking turned up and doing all, that's that hive mentality, and just that's the cliques and the urban shit. You're gonna find that's where all the woke women are. If you want to go where all the woke women are and the ones that's gonna give you a headache, go there. But listen, gentlemen, if you want to do some shit, if you want to be around go golfing, gentlemen. Go golfing. I golf. Go golfing. You'll find conservative women on a golf course. You won't find them. You won't find liberal women on the golf course. They don't like it because they don't want to. It's too boring for them. They don't want to be around that kind of. They don't want to be. They don't even understand the money that's on a golf course. They don't even understand the money that's on a golf course. Philip says he loves golf. Yeah, but Philip, you a solid brother. What are we talking about here? They don't understand, 9 holes, bruh. They don't understand that. Now they'll go to shit like Top Golf. You'll get liberal women at Top Golf because that's nothing. That's just like going to just a driving range and having dinner. Remember, it's self-serving. But golf requires discipline. Golfing in and of itself, the sport in and of itself, people don't even watch it. The sport in and of itself requires a level of discipline that a lot of people cannot tolerate. Much less, it's one thing to play golf and to have the kind of discipline it takes to play golf. It's another thing to have a woman that will tolerate the time of a man that plays golf. You don't get that from liberals. You know what the liberals is gonna do? They're gonna be in the city at the woke women is gonna be gentlemen. It's funny because I'm shitting on my own anyway. Okay, gentlemen. You got to go to the outskirts, man. You got to go to the outskirts. You got to do extracurricular activities that typically cost money. I don't mean going on cruises. You'll find a lot of liberal women on cruises. I'm talking about not extreme sports, but things like cycling. Where's my bike? Can you guys see that? Oh, I got the screen up so you can hardly see. You got things like cycling, things like camping, outdoor camping, things like trekking or hiking, skydiving, stuff like that. Snowboarding, skiing. That's not inner city shit. That's not hive. That a lot of that is solo. Skiing is a solo. Gentlemen, you got to start doing extracurricular activities that cost money and are typically done by people with a different mindset that is not collectivism, as I mentioned earlier. You know, you can go golfing all by yourself. You can go skiing all by yourself. You can go cycling all by yourself. You're going to find a lot of conservative women in the gym keeping a fit body, because working out is a solo sport all by yourself. You're going to catch the liberal women with a group of them fucking at some buffet somewhere getting endless mimosas on Sunday with a crowd of them. That's what they do. They turned up at a nightclub. You're going to get them at the nightclub. You want a liberal woman? You want a woke woman? Go to the nightclub. Go to the day party. Go to the day party. That's where you're going to find her. Go to the lounge and you'll find the conservative women. Go to the club, you'll find the liberal. Go to the lounge, you'll find the conservative woman. Now, gentlemen, it's a new day. So Shan, how do I, when I run into somebody that I like, what do I say to her? How do I vet? Gentlemen, you got to be direct today, more direct today than ever. We don't waste no more time. The days of wasting time is over. You're getting ready to wrap up the show, and I'm going to let everybody go. You have to ask direct questions, gentlemen. Cut to the motherfucking chase. You know why? It's because I don't want you to accidentally get somebody pregnant that you don't want to get pregnant. Too many of you dudes out there don't have no discipline. You nothing. You shooting up the club and you end up fucking the wrong women, bro. And you regret it. You regret it. So many regrets. It's like, oh, damn, why did I fuck? Why did I get her pregnant? Why did I come inside of her? Oh, this is crazy. Like, why did I do that? Listen, gentlemen, cut to the chase so you don't even get sexually stimulated. I don't even want you getting turned on. You got to ask direct questions early. What's your view on family roles? What's your view on family roles? How do you feel about traditional marriages? You want to look for answers that prioritize family, respect, and cooperation. Family, respect, and cooperation. Respect, cooperation, respect. You want answers that prioritize, gentlemen. This is what you're looking for when you hear it. I need you to keep your fucking spidey senses on 10. You're looking for answers that prioritize respect and cooperation from her. If she bristles at words like traditional, if she's like, traditional, well, what do you mean? If she's like, well, you know, can you clarify? Well, okay, well, I mean, I want like, okay, we're equal and, you know, that type shit. She's not the girl for you, bro. Pay the tab. Don't walk away. Don't go. We don't ghost, gentlemen. We don't ghost. We let them know, hey, you know what? We're probably not in alignment. Pay the tab. Walk away. Save your time, because you might. Here's what I want to. You might get her pregnant. Oh, can you imagine? Think about the nightmare your cousin is going through right now. Your uncle went through. Your brother. You might, gentlemen. You might get her. You might get that woke woman pregnant. Jeez, that would be a fucking nightmare. I don't want you to get her pregnant, because you might end up, because, you know, a lot of people put on a facade. They'll show you, you know, who you will be. You'll fall for the representative that they show you. You'll get them pregnant, and then they'll reveal. Then, oh, it's too late. Cut to the chase. Get to these questions early. Document them. Put them in a yellow note that you guys share on your iPhones. And then, gentlemen, let me tell you something. There's women that are conservative that you don't see or that won't give you any time because she's determining from a distance that you don't qualify. There's a lot of men out there that don't qualify for these wonderful, wonderful conservative women. You just don't, bro. But you can. And you just need a little guidance. It's in you. You just need to chip away the fucking rough edges. You need to embody masculinity. I am sick and tired. I did a show on this, what was it, 2 weeks ago? International Quiet Storm or Chaos, you was there. I did a show where I said men need to stop fucking apologizing for being men. There is no such thing as toxic masculinity. In fact, you can ask, that's a qualifying question, gentlemen. How do you feel about masculinity? When you with a woman early on, before you even go on the first goddamn date, so you don't have to spend no money, when you on the phone, dog, when you guys are FaceTiming, how do you feel about masculinity? Because, gentlemen, let me tell you something. A conservative woman is going to be like, oh, it turns me on. A woke woman is going to be like, what you mean by masculinity? She's going to say some shit like, is it toxic or some bullshit like that. A conservative woman is going to be like, I love it. I've been looking for it all my life. I grew up, my father was masculine. You should have seen how my dad is. You should see my grandfather. It was I had such an amazing grandfather and father. That's what I'm looking for. But some women would be like, masculinity, like, is it gonna be, are you abusive? They gonna start asking shit like that. But gentlemen, you have to embody the masculinity. You gotta be masculine and you have to be unapologetically masculine. You need to lead confidently. Shoulders back, chest up. That's how you got to be, gentlemen. You have to embody masculinity. You cannot hide it. You cannot dim it. You cannot be scared to show it. You have to say what you think. You have to do what you say. You got to be a man of your word. If you say you're going to do some shit, do it, bro. Do it. Right. Exactly, Philip. First thing that'll come to their mind is toxic. You hear that? Bounce. No explanations. Well, no, we explain. We let them know. We shame them. Bring shame back. Let them know. Oh, so you think it's toxic? Yeah, you're not for me. And she might really like you. She may want to switch up. Nope, don't fall for it. Gentlemen, but you got to be masculine. You got to be a leader. You got to plan the dates. Okay? You got to state your intentions. You're looking for a serious family-oriented partner. Don't say, "Oh, I'm just seeing how shit is. I'm just checking things out right now. I'm just playing, I'm just out here just I don't really know what I want." No, brother, that's not the kind of men we are. That is a liberal man. That is a liberal man. That's the men. Leave that for the liberal women. The man that's like, oh, I'm just out here, I'm just seeing, I'm kind of figuring stuff out right now. No, we don't do that shit. That's not you, bro. That's not you. That's not us. That's not us. You set boundaries, gentlemen, against disrespectful behavior. Don't even joke with me. When somebody does something disrespectful, says something disrespectful, you call it out then. You don't wait later on. You don't let it get you tight on the inside, ball up, no. Act like you're the prize, gentlemen. With all that you bring into the table, with all that you're going to provide. Because remember, there's a heavy load to carry being the man of the house. I need you to act like it. I need you to act like it. All right? The red flags to avoid, gentlemen, are women who claim conservative values but show woke tendencies. Obsession with social media validation. Gentlemen, feminist rhetoric or reluctance to embrace homemaking. Words are cheap. Watch her actions. We don't listen to what women say. We pay attention to what they do. Guys, let me be clear about something. If you got a woman that is obsessed with social media and she's not getting paid from it, there's an exception to this. If you got a woman that's getting paid from social media, or she's aspiring to get paid, maybe she's an influencer and she's actually getting a check from YouTube. She's getting a check from TikTok. She's getting a check from Instagram. She's getting a check from Facebook. She's getting a check from X. She's exempt. Otherwise, if she's not getting paid from social media and she's fucking obsessed with social media, run. If you have met a woman that is getting paid from social media, she's exempt. However, if she is not getting paid and has no aspirations on getting paid, she's doing it for the likes and the comments. If she's doing it for the hearts and the shares, run. Run. If she's on TikTok and she's just yapping, talking, because she wants to just tell her, this is my truth. And she ain't getting paid for it, and she don't have no aspiration to get paid. That's not the goal. She just wants to be able to talk and show her ass or show her teeth. Run. That is one of the biggest red flags today, because that woman is getting all of her validation from strangers. That woman is getting all of her validation from strangers. And I don't have to tell you the obvious stuff, like the kind of photos that she posts. She's all in bikinis, but she ain't selling them. She's all half naked, but she ain't selling. She don't have no clothing line. She is not nobody's ambassador. She is not selling clothes for Fashion Nova. But somehow she's in a fucking bikini all the time, or she's half naked, or half her photos is her turned around looking over her shoulder showing her ass. I don't have to give you guys those obvious ones. We've taught that for years. Now I'm talking about women that are just simply obsessed with other people's opinion. They get their validation from strangers. Run. And lastly, gentlemen, this is important, and before I let everybody go, you need to build a support network and surround yourself with like-minded men who reinforce traditional values. Men like me, men like the men at the Black Manosphere Conclave, because iron sharpens iron. You need to find brothers that get it, because what happened is these women, the one weapon that they got that is really effective on a lot of men is their mouth. I've learned, I'm doing a show, but it's gonna be on the paywall. It's part of the Be a Better Man. It's teaching men how to avoid sign language, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. Need to be right being the worst. But that shame and that guilt, it cuts men. Women know for some they've mastered the ability to get in a man's head using their words. And I need to teach you guys how to avoid that shit, laugh at that shit, not be bothered by it. But it bothers a lot of men. One way to combat that is to have a network of other strong men that will course correct you when a chick is getting in your head and fucking you up. If she's in your head, if she's the only person you listen to, you don't have a network of strong masculine men around you, you're fucked. You're screwed if you don't have strong masculine men around you, if you're not a part of a network of some sort that you can bounce ideas off of and talk to, whether it's local or online, whether you're a part of my SR Army at the srarmy.com, whether we connect. It's important that you have a network of strong masculine men so that you, gentlemen, aren't influenced by that sharp tongue of a woman that's going to eventually get in your head and steer you off course. Don't want that. It's Memorial Day. It's 9:38 here on the West Coast, Los Angeles, 9:38. 2 hours. How long have I been doing this show today? This show is 2 hours and 20 minutes. I talk too much. I appreciate you guys being here. You want a traditionally conservative woman, gentlemen. This isn't about going back in time. It's about building a future where your strength is honored, your masculinity is honored, your leadership is honored. You want a woman that honors your leadership and honors your role in your relationship, gentlemen. Not take you for granted. Does your woman lift you up, gentlemen, or does she tear you down? Y'all going crazy over at TikTok. What up, Prime? Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys being here. Tonight, this is for the men. It's all about finding a woman who sees his strengths as a gift, not a threat. Gentlemen, don't date the ops. Don't date the ops. Don't date a woman that's in competition with you. That's what you will find if you date the woke ones. You want a good, solid, conservative woman. She will value your masculinity and leadership. All right. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. Join the army, the SR Army. It's free. Just go to srarmy.com. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm Mr. Shan, the man with the plan. I've been there and done that. Not much surprises me anymore. And you, my friends, are dismissed.
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en él. Como que ella quiere, disfruta la noche, lo anormal. Creo que el novio teme que su relación va a terminar. Se da cuenta que no necesita a alguien más. Quiere un selfie para su Instagram. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos pibis que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Para que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. No tiene sueños, solamente en sus sueños. Nos ponemos risueños con un norteño y mi flow brasileño. Yo te juro que es bueno, ya me doy el follow. Ese empate si lo desigualo. Le gusta lo nasty y lo malo. Me traje un regalo. Ella ya no quiere relación, alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos pibis que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, ella quiere ver. Para que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo
Dime todo lo que ella quiere, nada ha sido regalado. Entre más independiente, más quiero estar a su lado. Es de esas nenas, mata, es que más. Ella está plena la noche entera.
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver, para que el jefe se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie,